The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions.
Hello everybody and welcome to another Tokutalk.
Hi. Yep.
Anyway, power-ups. Sentai specifically.
Yes, we've done a top 10 on these years ago, but we've never actually done like an actual
Discussion of what we like and what we don't like.
Yeah.
Criteria.
So, let's start.
Have we done a tier list?
No,
No.
not on these.
We should do that.
Let's see if I can get somebody to make one.
Alright. Anyway, so what do we like in Sentai power-ups? The first criteria I have...
Actually, I'm going to start with the bad this time. We'll start with the bad and with the good.
I was just going to say what I... Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the thing I want in a power-up. As everybody to get it.
Yeah.
I want a team power-up. It is a team show.
Which can segue right into the bad.
Yeah.
The fact that only the red is sometimes the one to get them.
Especially more recently.
It's either only the red or it's no girls allowed.
Or if there are girls allowed, they have to share. Look at you, Tokuger.
Like, I'm good with, weirdly enough, like a shared power-up like Shinkenger. The last one that we got was, weirdly enough, Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Where they had like a power-up that everybody could use, even though none of the girls used them in that show. But when you have somebody like Shinkenger where Kotoha used it a couple times.
But with Shinkenger, I was about to say Shinkenger is kind of the only one that would make sense for the Red Ranger to be the only one to get the power-up.
Well, he gets his own.
I know, but the point is that it makes sense with the story because he is the Lord.
Yeah, he just gets his own in the movie.
Yeah.
But in the show,
honestly, the one in the movie is fucking great.
The horse scene.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it's like everybody gets to use that power up. I really, really hate it when either the power up isn't shareable or not everybody gets it. That up the wall.
I don't like it when one person gets the power up, but all we ever really get to use it for is a finisher.
Yeah. You have an example?
One that's jumping to mind is Lupat. Like the last power-up that Lupin Red got, where he just kind of got like a piece of plastic glued onto his shoulders.
Oh, the airplane?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
And he was the only one who ever used it, and the other Rangers just kind of get to stand to the side and go, yeah, now we're talking.
Well,
he's more powerful now.
Yeah.
Now we can win.
I was not a fan of that. I think Loopy Yellow gets to use it once in one of the movies later on.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, but it's like, if it's just a movie,
that doesn't count.
Patrick X is the only one who's...
It's like saying the pickle on a cheeseburger
Ryu
is
Soldier
vegetarian
was
cuisine.
really bad with this.
We'll get to them. Because I have a reason. The Sixth Ranger not getting one when the rest of the team gets one. Not a fan of that either.
Gokaiger, for example.
Well, he gets his own.
No, Gokaiger didn't really get power up for him.
I know, but he got gold mode and no one else got anything else.
Which I was weirdly okay with him getting it because it looked ugly and I'd rather not have anybody else use that.
Also, can you imagine them getting a chest piece with every red Sentai on it? That's going to be the whole fucking thing.
It'll just be their whole torso.
He'll just be on the floor.
They got some of their arms.
I can't get up. Moves. Actually, no, it would look more like fucking Zio's ultimate form.
God damn. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I'm really not a fan of that either. I would much rather, if everybody's going to get one, give the sixth one as well. Apparently, Super 2 Kaiser's getting one, so that'll be a thing later on this year.
I'm trying to think of one where all six got a power up.
Genta got one in the Go On movie, I believe.
Deca SWAT.
SWAT, yeah, but here's the thing with that. Tekon was already his own special forces.
Yeah. I don't remember Deca Break getting a SWAT mode.
No, he didn't. But he was already.
But didn't know the main Rangers.
No, I'm asking. I'm trying to think of a team where all six got one.
Yeah, Deca Break's sort of in a very weird gray area because he already came with his legitimate own special forces set of power, so he sort of didn't need SWAT.
So I can't think of a single one where all six get a power up.
Yeah, Genta got one in a movie. That was the only time he ever actually got one. Kirame Silver got his in a stage show. Akira used the Tokyo one. Pretty much everybody did in that show. from Tokuja. Akira. Well, he just got to use the shared one.
Yeah, and the girls had to share it at the
That
same time.
was the only time they ever used it.
Yeah, I believe it's Yellow who got to use hers in the stage show as well. She just got to use it on her. Nope. Tokyo Go-Go got to use it in the, I believe, it was either in the stage show or it was in that 4-episode.
Well, regardless of when they got to use it,
yeah.
What else do we not like to see?
Let's
I don't know.
Ryu Soldier.
I don't like power-ups that are just shoulders.
Let's just glue a giant piece of plastic to your shoulders. I agree 100%.
The Tokuja one looks so ugly.
The Tokuja one, the Lupat one,
the prop department had 5 minutes. They spray paint a hollowed out toy
the
triangle.
fucking Ryu Soldier one, that gold and red share.
I sort of want to leave Ryu Soldier just because it's its own beast with how many power-ups they get in that show. I do want to talk about Q Ranger.
Okay.
Solely because it's, again, very imbalanced. We got Orion.
Yeah.
Although he's suddenly treated as apparently a different Ranger.
Also, I was going to say that one and one of the Ryu Soldier power-ups I kind of leave alone because it's story-based. It made sense for the story that only they got it. So, the same reason why I left Shinkenger alone. It makes sense with the story.
The Q Ranger one, though, is just like, we got the Suki form, like the Moon and Sun form, and Pegasus, and all of that. And Red got it so much.
No, you're right. Fucking, they should have Pegasus should have been, earned by another Ranger.
Give it to Spotlight. Give him something to do.
Seriously. And no, give him Sun and Moon because I feel like, I don't know why that matches with cooking more since the Pegasus was more about dancing. Mm-hmm. Give Pegasus to Green. She needed something to do. But yeah, Red really should have only gotten Orion.
Agreed.
I think another example of that would be, at least as far as like one Ranger getting all the stuff, Zyuohger. And the fact that they had ample opportunity in the story, it's when you have the opportunity to give someone a power-up, but you just choose not to.
See, Zyuohger pissed me off because I love the idea of like Red, his mask moving to reveal the gorilla. Mm. What I hated was that everybody else's helmet looked like they could do that, and they didn't.
I understand why they did because they are that animal. That's what their powers are. Red is a human. It's more he can hold different powers. I understand why they did it, but I don't agree with it.
I don't understand why they did it.
As I said, I was either in the review or the How You Could Fix where I mentioned if another Zooman was helped out by one of the other team members, it's like, let me give you my power, and then they get the ability to do it.
You know who did that? Geki Ranger. I know you have the spirit of the tiger, but here are my shark swords that you can use as well, and here's my shark Zord and my shark spirit. It's not that fucking hard.
And here's a shark tooth necklace I bought at a souvenir shop.
Yeah, that too.
Here's shark truce. Ryu Soldier, though.
The only reason I didn't walk out is I'm too fucking lazy.
Ryu Soldier, though, like you said, with gold and red. It's weird because it's, once again, story-based. They were the only ones who ended up getting...
Hey, there he is. He's not coming back into frame, okay.
But yeah, welcome back.
You better keep all this in. Ryu Soldier.
Yeah, red and gold.
I blame no one but myself.
I'm the one who brought up shark so many times.
No, I'm the one who said chartreuse the first time.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, you should. I've been sort of obsessed. But, yeah, Ryu Soldier, red and gold were the only ones who got that final power up. I hated how they did it in story because it still sort of didn't make any sense.
And how did they handle
which
it
power
in
up?
story?
The last one.
Excalibur?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since we already got a power up for red.
Yeah. I feel like you just gave too many to him. Especially when they have all those various armaments that they end up getting, and the fact that he gets a lot of them again first. I really don't like when, and this is such a modern Sentai thing, although we can go back to Mask Man because of, but
Aura of Power.
Aura of Power. Stop giving so much to the red. This is a team-based show. You have to remember that this is not a writer. Stop. Let's talk about things we like, though.
Look cool.
A lot of them do look cool.
I want them to look cool.
I
Is that a completely shallow thing to want? Yes, but I don't care. I want my power-ups to look cool.
When they make sense with the story, like SWAT, them getting SWAT is one of the... It's a great storyline how they got that form.
It's a great storyline. It's a great form. And, again, it looks cool.
And those are just ones we like. It's like... What makes, like, a good portion is, like, when you give it to the entire team. When you give it to the Geki Rangers. When you give it to the Kira Majors, even though it doesn't look like it.
Magic Ranger had that too, didn't they?
Magic Ranger got one as well. Go Sager. The Go Busters.
It didn't look good, but at least everyone got one.
Yeah, it's just like when everybody actually gets one, it amplifies it. We haven't seen 5 Men yet. I know that's when they really started to come in with the 5-Tector thing, even though I think Dynamite had one. But yeah, it's just like when you give it to the entire team and it makes sense for why the entire team is given it.
Do you think Deca Ranger has done the best job of that?
Yes.
Well, Deca Ranger has done a very good job, but it's not the only one that's done a very good job. I think the Magi Ranger team up, or the Magi Ranger was really good,
yes.
and something I never fucking noticed really that was pointed out, I think, to me by Patty on Twitter. Their morphers are cell phones, and their wands and their power form are rotary phones.
Yeah.
That never fucking clicked to me. Which, just staying on theme, I think
something new every day.
I think
because it's older magic, so that's why they get the rotary.
I think staying on theme is just something that really needs to be done. Deca Ranger also does the same thing. You know, cop, SWAT. Makes sense.
It's special forces. And then, everybody else goes their own way.
They get the tactical vest, they get the communicator, they get the bigger gun.
And then Bond goes join Fire Squad. He gets like a red version of that.
But then they also still give Red the Battleizer in the movie. So you can still give a full team power-up and still do the Battleizer.
Especially when it only shows up in a movie.
Look at Abba Ranger. They all have a power-up form. It's very early. It's not as, powerful.
How about it because we got that Triceratops one that came later.
Yeah, but that...
Or was it?
No,
Max?
it's not Triceratops.
Max.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. It's not Triceratops, though. But yeah, it's like when they give it and it makes sense and it looks good. Like the Geki Ranger one, we had this conversation a long time ago. That Geki Ranger one looks amazing. It's so good. It's so pretty. The Geki Ranger one looks amazing.
But nothing says kung fu like rocket boosters.
It depends on what movie you're watching.
No, I do admit it
boosts the wuxia.
What it does is allow us to use over the top wire work, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
But you also, when you think about it, over top wire work is the most kung fu thing ever.
Depending on the film, yeah.
I was gonna say that also depends on the movie.
But Geki Ranger is just that's my favorite, honestly.
I still think the Deca Ranger one is my favorite. I love the Geki Ranger one, but that Deca Ranger one is
the Deca Ranger is also top 3.
It's so quality. not just in looks, but just like how they got it. The training montage.
They even did it justice in the Power Ranger adaptation.
Yeah.
I love the drill sergeant.
They did the same thing.
Pretty much. What are other good ones?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No shit. What are other good ones?
And if it is broken, please fix it.
Did Ghost Sager? Ghost Sagers looked awful.
They didn't look good, but at least everyone got one.
I think the reason they didn't look good is because, like you said, it's so chest heavy.
It's so chest heavy, and not to mention,
plastic.
no offense, their weapon looks like a candy gumball machine.
King Man. The claws and the bigger sword.
It's simple.
It's simple but effective. To be fair, those suits didn't look that good.
Wasn't it the first one? Like the first kind of
There were ones before. 5 Men.
No, it was the first one in Power Rangers. That was it.
Yeah. I think we sort of combined as like what makes them good and what we like at the same time because I think they at that point
just trying to think of other good
sort of going hand in hand.
Trying to think of other good team power ups because right now I can only think of the 3 that are really good or 4.
I think we've gone over that.
There shouldn't be just 3 or 4 good ones.
I mean, we talked about pretty much all the ones that we liked.
Yeah. We brought up Shinkenja. We brought up other ones.
But I'm talking about good ones that were for the whole team.
The last one that we got was Kira Major. They just didn't look good.
I don't think I've ever seen Kira Major's power up.
It's another chess thing.
Hold on, now I gotta Google it so they can get my reaction.
Just the thing, I think in the future, if you're gonna make a team power up,
yes,
one, change the whole suit a little bit, or at least
I agree.
so it's even.
I agree.
Like the Mega Ranger one, they don't change the bottom that much. I think they add a little bit of armor, but it's just like change it up enough so it fits the entire aesthetic, so it isn't just torso up.
Oh God, that's awful.
You heard it here first, folks. Can I say?
That's just awful.
I'm with him on this one.
That's
terrible.
That's
terrible.
I hate that for him.
It doesn't even look good in a screenshot from the show.
It didn't look good in motion.
It
also had a time limit.
Oh God! I'm not watching the show until I have to.
Oh,
I'm so glad I dropped it.
It's coming in.
It's like you don't like. It's like you don't like things like this, and all your Christmases have come at once.
Yeah, I think a whole upgrade or suit change, like Magic Ranger, Gecko Ranger, Deca Ranger, like those are the ones that
Magic Ranger is the one I think probably did it the best.
Shinkenja, of course, but that coat looks good.
The Shinkenja coat does look very good.
Yes. The black one and the red one from the movies look good.
How is
too,
this coat flowing? There's no wind down here. We're in the basement.
It's called Awesome.
The wind follows.
And the wind smells like rain.
With chaos.
Do you just want to do a whole fucking video about E3 at this point?
No, I refuse.
We've said all the needs.
Yeah. But yeah, I think in the future, one, make sure the entire team gets it. But two, just make sure they're designed well. Actually, I'm going to move that down to number 3 because number 2, make sure it fits with the story that we're given.
Yeah.
That should actually be number 1, but I think making sure the entire team gets one so it's not just another Orion or Zoojer situation. Even though that one, like we said many times in the past, Zoowell looks fantastic.
But anywho, you pretty much... I echo your sentiments, Matt, if you have anything else to add.
I'm still trying to think of another good team-up suit that isn't the 3.
There isn't any. Moving on.
That's so...
Go Busters.
But it wasn't the whole team.
Yeah, well...
3 out of 5 ain't the whole thing.
The main 3 got one, but you also got to remember that Gold gets his entire suit from Silver.
Fair.
They actually brought that up in Peacemakers. It's like, do you want to wear me? No, thank you. I already do pretty much.
Make it sound so dirty.
Anyway.
I guess that about does it.
Yeah, there's a lot of room to improve in Sentai power-ups. But first and foremost, I think the rule number 1 is, it's a team show, stop giving it to one of them.
Give it to your 6.
Sentai means squadron for a reason, you dumb fuck nuggets. I'm angry today.
Well, alright then.
It's a lot of emotion.
I'm being texted.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
We'll see you guys next time. Follow us on all the things. Bye, everybody.
Let us know what Tokutalks you want us to have.
Of course.
Please do.
Do we want to do a power-up for Kamen Rider?
We've already done one.
Did we? A Tokutalk?
I'll look after it.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
It's probably a few years old and not worth watching.
He's accurate, though. Bye.
Thank you for watching.